Kinda. He's like partially dead. He just kind of moves on with his life for a while. Robo bits jangling around inside his skin sack as his body slowly rots and turns purple. Oh, now he looks like bro,
look at their faces, bro. First, they chilling. They're like, hey, and then
dead. He just kind of moves on with his life.
They're all happy. Look at their faces change. They like, yo, what's up with this nigga?
Slowly rots and turns
this
purple.
nigga tweaking.
Oh, now he...
We watching it.
Do you know why I called you here?
No, Matt Pat of the YouTube channels Game Theory, Film Theory,
we
Food Theory, and
locked in,
GT Live. I do not know why you called me here.
Well, maybe this will jog your memory.
Aw, look at this cute little plushie of a rusty metal animatronic haunted by the soul of a child whose head was bitten by a robot in 1987.
Wait, hold on. I got it. My bad. I don't mean to pause. I gotta let y'all know how I first found out about Five Nights at Freddy's, bro. I was in 6th grade. My older brother comes home talking about, bro, there's this game out, bro. It's scary as hell. He talking because he played football, right? So they on the bus coming back from a game, right? And they had one of these big ass like linebackers play the game. Apparently, he played it and pissed himself. He got so scared he pissed himself. So I was like, yo, this game crazy as hell. That's the first time I found out about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Nice.
Now what do you have to say for yourself?
My videos are funny.
Mr. of a Ferret, this is without a doubt one of the most shameful displays of Five Nights at Freddy's lore dumping I have ever seen. It's actually amazing how almost every single thing you said was wrong. I thought we had taught you better back on the Theorist channels. You even worked on multiple FNAF videos during your time working with us, but clearly you were too busy frolicking around making videos about Bubsy and King's Quest to pay any sort of attention.
Dude, I was just the history guy and the editor. I wasn't doing any of the lore research. Back then, you still thought Purple Guy was the phone guy. But whatever, I get it. Can I go now?
No, not until you learn the proper FNAF lore, sir. Now, if you'll see here on this 92
yes, sir, we get into the proper FNAF lore.
This subject,
yes, sir.
First off, this is not the bite of 87. Rather, the image you chose depicts the bite of 1983. And the child in question is actually the crying child, aka the younger brother of Michael Afton. Now, Michael Afton.
Bro, I remember seeing this shit. I remember seeing it. I
forgot where I seen it off,
but I seen it.
My channel, Foot of a Ferret, where, yes, a few months back, I made a video about FNAF where I got a lot of the lore wrong. And yeah, I knew it was all sorts of wrong.
Crazy,
it was
bro.
A quick throwaway gag, and I wasn't about to do hours and hours of research and fact-checking just to get to the punchline. Nice. But even so, I want to make things up to any of the FNAF lore buffs whose heads may have exploded at the amount of inaccuracies I managed to squeeze into.
I didn't watch
seconds.
it, bro, so I'm getting the accurate one, bro.
I decided to call in
Let's
some
go.
help from the resident FNAF expert of the whole internet, Matt Pat from Game Theory.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to...
Yeah, I already did that bit.
Oh, well,
editing,
Five Nights at Freddy's is a long series spanning more games, books, and mysteries than you can shake a stick at.
Yes,
so
sir,
our goal
going
is to
crazy,
present
bro.
you guys a complete recap of the entire core FNAF storyline, or at least as much as we can without delving into too many unconfirmed theories or things that could suddenly be totally rewritten by a new book or a new game.
Hold up, bro. I remember this, bro. Like the first one, bro. I remember that, bro. When the second one came out, niggas was lit.
Game or new movie or
and the third one and then the fourth one, niggas was lit. I remember I had to listen to this little ass phone. It was my first phone. I'm not gonna be pausing, I promise, all the time. But I had my first phone, little ass phone. It was an Obama phone, bro. Once I got that shit, and it was in the 6th grade too, the same year, bro. Once I got that, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm downloading it, bro. And you had to pay for it. It was like $5.99 or something. So like I would try to go on the internet and download like a free version, but I always get like the weird bootleg versions.
You wipe your mouth 5 times. And FNAF is infamously frustrating when it comes to deciphering its lore, but I think once you boil it all down, the story might not be as complicated as you think. It's weird. Don't get me wrong, but we're not talking about Kingdom Hearts here.
But first, I gotta say, if you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to hit the big red subscribe button right below this video, and ring the little gray bell next to it. That makes sure you get notified every time I upload in the future. It's a big help for my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Also, there's plenty of really cool Photo Affair merch for sale at the link in the description or in this little banner right below this video. But yeah, enough of that. So get comfortable. We're gonna be here for a while. This is
everything you need to know about Five Nights at Freddy's.
So hey, it's the 70s. Ain't this just a time? Well, it certainly was for these two guys named William Afton and Henry Emily. These guys are a couple of inventors.
Why do I feel like I have to take notes?
Building robots and animatronics. They're also family men. William has a wife, a daughter, and 2 sons, while Henry has a daughter named Charlotte. So we got 2 groovy 70s dudes building robots to support their families.
Okay, 70s building robots.
One little snag. William Afton is a crazy person. I'm not really sure why, but William Afton has this insatiable desire to, kill children. But, I'm sure that won't be a problem anytime soon.
Oh hell nah, bruh. That dude William tripping.
World of VR magic.
I'm sorry about the ads, bro. Broke energy right now.
10 grams of
oh my god, I'm giving broke energy off my first street. No, I'm just playing. I'm trolling, bro. Everybody have ads,
So
bro.
instead, let's focus on this new restaurant in town that just opened, Fredbear's Family Diner. A small, locally owned family restaurant
Isn't that from,
commissions William and Henry to create some fun,
you know a show, that Disney Channel
animatronic mascots to entertain the kids. There's a golden bear named Fredbear and a golden rabbit named Bonnie. Now, these are what are called spring lock animatronics, meaning they operate using, well, spring lock mechanisms, which are extremely dangerous. Boy, it sure is a good thing these are just robots.
Gravity Falls, yes sir.
Gravity
Falls.
Guess what? These are also mascot costumes meant to be worn by the employees.
Oh yeah, don't mind me too though, cause I'm gonna be slipping up with my words, bro. I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep and like 100 milligrams of caffeine.
Employees of the restaurant. Yeah. Come work at Fredbear's Diner. Sing songs, entertain families. Try not to breathe too much inside of the Springlock animatronic suits because even the slightest bit of moisture will cause the Springlock mechanisms to malfunction and clamp down on you, killing you outright. Cook pizza.
So despite this gigantic safety
Yo, Chuck E. Cheese
hazard,
pizza fire as hell, by the way.
Pretty popular spot for birthday parties, attracting some real good business. But things start going downhill real fast. So one night, Fredbear's is hosting a birthday party, and one of the kids attending is Henry Emily's daughter, Charlotte. But during the party, Charlotte accidentally gets locked outside in this dark alley behind the restaurant. Suddenly, a mysterious purple car drives up, and out steps William Afton, who kills Charlotte outside of Fredbear's Diner and gets away scot-free. William Afton, also known in the FNAF series as the Purple Guy, has claimed his first victim. Henry Emily has lost his daughter.
Bro is crazy.
Disappear for a while, and Fredbear's has its first of many deaths tied to its name. Besides being a horrible, sad, terrible tragedy, it's also a PR nightmare. And the owners of Fredbear's were just like, nope, we're out, and they bailed, took the money and ran, sold off the Fredbear franchise to new owners who pulled the flip job of the century to create Fazbear Entertainment. Not only did they get Fredbear's back on its feet, but by 1983, they've turned the franchise into a bit of a multimedia empire with a TV show, action figures, plushies, and most importantly of all,
bro is crazy.
Location.
Bro, deadass killed his business partner's daughter, bro. That's... Oh, bro, I need a soundboard because that's insane. I'm finna get a soundboard, bro, for moments like that.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. See, this newly revamped Fazbear franchise introduced a slew of new characters to the lineup. The TV show was named Fredbear and Friends, after all, so they added a chicken named Chica, a pirate fox named Foxy, and another
Fox gotta be the scariest character, bro.
Bonnie, and of course, Freddy Fazbear.
In my opinion.
We all know these guys, right? Remember back in 2014 when FNAF was just these guys? Feels like decades. But yeah, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy become the faces of the new hit restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And things seem to be back on the up and up for Fazbear Entertainment, which of course means one thing: somebody's about to die.
While Freddy's is up and running, Fredbear's has gotten back to business as usual. Seems to be doing fine for itself since, you know, that one time a kid died. Enter William Afton's youngest son, the crying child. Why is he crying? Well, it's implied
he's
he
gonna
has a
get ate,
pretty
bro.
intense fear of the
Foreshadow.
animatronics his dad makes. And his older brother, Michael Afton, really likes to torment the kid by dressing up as Foxy to jump
he
scare him.
said bro
The
was
kid
moving like
really
Prime
just
Von.
can't catch a break, man. He's clearly terrified of the animatronics, but is basically
Bro.
forced to be around them. Which leads us to one fateful day in 1983 where the crying child is celebrating his birthday at Fredbear's family diner. He's not having a great time. And his
Get up
older
off
brother
the floor,
decides to be
bro.
a
Where are
little
your
cruel to the
parents
kid.
at, my
He
nigga?
and his friends all crowd around the crying child wearing character masks, lift him up, and bring him to the main stage where Fredbear's performing. The crying child starts, well, crying and freaking out. The other kids then
Bro,
do what
where
young
the hell
kids
is his
do and take
parents
things
at?
way too far, putting the crying child inside Fredbear's mouth. Matt, I know you're the numbers guy,
Oh,
but I'ma
hell
take this
nah,
one.
bruh.
Let's do the math here. One Springlock animatronic suit with a very low tolerance for moisture, plus one horrified child crying rivers of tears equals...
Was that the bite of 87?
No 2015 Markiplier, that was what's known as the bite of 83. William Afton's
It's the
youngest
bite
son
of
is
83,
munched by a golden
no!
Freddy animatronic and dies. Ooh, it's a birthday party.
Bro, they just killed this kid, bro. He shouldn't have
can I
been
say
crying,
that? I
bro.
don't
And
know
his
if I can
parents,
say
like, where the hell, bro?
Verizon's
Where's his
got
parents
Fazbear
at?
on the new Samsung Galaxy S25. You Gemini was in the
Oh, his dad is the guy who made the suits and killed the kids. Oh, see, bro, I'm not even, bro, I'm tripping, bro.
No trade in need.
In the wake of
That's crazy. So his kid, okay. Damn, bro. Everybody got slimed. They called him walk him down after this crap.
this, Fazbear Entertainment decides the Springlock animatronic suits are just too dangerous to keep using. No, what gave you that idea?
Oh, that's
so
hilarious,
our good
bro.
friends Golden Freddy and Golden Bonnie are retired from Fredbear's Diner and sent off to the new restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, to be stored in their safe room. And then in walks William Afton. Now, you'd think after William Afton lost one of his kids to an animatronic he created, he would
Bro,
take a step
Afton
back,
need to get
reevaluate
taken
himself and
out,
what he's
bro. He
doing,
tripping.
and change his ways.
He tripping. It's his fault, bro.
If anything, the death of his own kid was a source of inspiration. So William goes to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and is just like, hey guys, why don't we all just not go into the safe room? You know, the safe room housing the dangerous child-killing animatronics I made? Yeah. In fact, why don't we just forget the safe rooms even exist, you know? We don't need security cameras in there, no. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and reprogram all the animatronics to not even recognize the safe room at all. Nothing suspicious
That's
going
crazy.
on here.
Afton
And everyone just
slimy, bro.
goes along with it. I'm sure that won't lead to anything horrible.
So, a few years later, around 1985, something horrible happens. 5 kids mysteriously go missing at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and the animatronics start oozing and smelling
Why is this
real
nigga not
rank.
locked
Turns
up,
out
bro?
William Afton's been lurking around the pizzeria, using the decommissioned Spring Bonnie suit to lure kids into the safe room, kill them, and then hide their bodies inside the animatronic suits. Okay. Why? Where's the logic here? I get that you're kind of messed up, Mr. Afton, but what on earth are you hoping to accomplish by stuffing your victims into animatronics that are around dozens of people every single day?
Any nigga I meet that
This
name
sparks an
Afton, bro,
investigation that eventually leads to Freddy
get away from me,
Fazbear's
bro.
Pizza shutting down. So let's take a break from the robot bunnies and talk about something that's a little less scary. Clowns. Yeah, really. See, while William Afton was going around killing kids, he still found time to develop some animatronics here and there. And when he wasn't building terrifying robot animals, he was building terrifying robot people. All of them had this creepy circus theme, like this ballerina named Ballora,
What the
this
hell?
balloon boy named Balloon Boy, and most importantly, this little girl named Circus Baby. Afton also
Bro, I remember
redesigned
all
some of the
these.
old Fazbear crew to fit the circus vibes as well. All that, and he still finds time for his hobbies. How does he do it? These are the Funtime animatronics. Bright, shiny, happy. They seem harmless, right? Well, underneath the clown makeup were some interesting design choices.
Oh,
See, at
hell
this point, Afton has seen how effective his animatronics can be when it comes to helping commit his crimes. So he designed the Funtime crew
He
with
just
some
don't-
advanced
he
features
just don't
that,
like
to be
children,
frank,
bro.
pretty sus, as if they're specifically
Insane.
designed to lure and kill children. I wonder what will happen.
Now, the details get a little fuzzy here, especially in terms of the timeline, but from what I can tell, the plan was to have these animatronics available to rent out for birthday parties and events, housing them in this crazy underground storage facility. In addition, some of these animatronics were set to become the face of yet another Fazbear sister location, Circus Baby's Pizza World, set to swoop in and fill the hole in the market left when Freddy Fazbear's Pizza shut down. But that plan kind of fell through due to an accident involving William Afton's daughter. Because, surprise, when you make animatronics specifically designed to lure and kill kids while also having multiple kids of your own, those two things might just happen to overlap once.
Bro. There's no way he just wanted a reason to kill his kids, bro. Because it's not like you programming these animatronics to not kill your kids. Bro, they killing kids, period, bro. Bro, tripping.
Or twice. So,
bro,
right as Circus Baby's Pizza World is set to open, Afton's daughter gets just a little too close to Circus Baby and is attacked by a claw that was programmed to shoot out from her torso. This
nigga on the ground like, no, why? Like, bro, it's your fault. It's your fault, bruh.
Kills Afton's daughter and leads to Circus Baby's Pizza World closing for good on its opening day. The Funtime animatronics are then packed up and sent back into storage, but they still move forward with the whole rental service thing, creating Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental, meaning these guys are still ready and waiting to be rented out for your next birthday party.
But hey, guess what? It's 1987.
Waiting to be rented out for your next birthday party.
Oh, but hey, guess what? Bro, it's 1987 now. That's a great year.
Right.
I'm sure
peak, bro. Peak content, bro. W viewers, bro. W viewers, bro.
Damn it. Yeah, even with a handful of child murders under their belt, Fazbear Entertainment decided it was time to reboot their franchise after only 4 years, opening the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that we see in FNAF 2. The restaurant is bigger, there's new animatronics, and there are all sorts of extra security measures.
Alright, W, I ain't gonna lie to you. W Lord. I low-key did not think. Hold up, chat. Hold up. I did not think it got this deep. I didn't know there was lore. I did not know, bro. W first stream, bro. W's in the chat for Earthly Live, bro. W's in the chat, bro. This peak content, bro. Word.
Put in place after what happened at the last place. For instance, there's the new toy animatronics, all based on a series of Fazbear action figures. Yes, they're shiny. Yes, they're somehow cuter and creepier at the same time. But most importantly, the toy animatronics are packing some super advanced for the 80s facial recognition technology, scanning for potential predators. However, that doesn't stop William Afton from going for
this goddamn Siege, bruh. Want to mess up, bro? I don't even want to play Siege no more. Matter of fact, hold up. Let's see if it's done. Yeah, I think it's done. Let me close this, though. Close. Bro, my shit treating me out.
Round 2. Using the same exact spring Bonnie suit to lure and
that's for another day, bro.
Pizzeria. But this time, things are a little different. Afton commits his second series of murders.
Bro, my computer is tripping, bro. It keeps trying to open it up. Hold on, I gotta close. There you go. All right, we good. We back to it.
Their investigation of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Yes,
so
sir.
The restaurant is just about to close down, but first,
chat.
they got one last birthday party to host, which is a little worrying.
Hold on, let me run it back. I want to
yet another investigation of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So the restaurant is just about to close down, but first, they got one last birthday party to host, which is a little worrying because the animatronics are going a bit funky.
I'm about to sue Siege, bro.
Big detail about the FNAF lore we've not mentioned.
Play that shit.
Yet, and it's kind of the whole point of the story. There's a pretty hard and fast rule in the FNAF world. If you are a kid killed by William Afton or any of his creations, your soul will undoubtedly go on to possess one of the animatronics. See, it all started with Charlotte.
Wait, so the soul of the kids be possessing the animatronics? Nah, dead ass, bro.
Afton's first victim. When she was killed outside of Fredbear's family diner, her soul found a new home in the diner's security animatronic, this weird, creepy puppet. Or at least, that's how it looks to be conveyed in the games. Like we've said, this series is kind of frustratingly vague when it comes to their lore, but that is what it looks like. And from that point on, the puppet was working behind the scenes.
I ain't gonna lie, that puppet low-key creepy, bro.
Holidays is hard
low-key, I ain't gonna lie to you, that puppet a little creepy.
You cannot post this. You only have 73 followers.
Following William Afton around to pick up
Oh,
the
yeah,
pieces he
see,
left
bro,
behind
hell,
and do what they.
Bro, imagine just waking up, you feel something tap your leg, right? It's completely dark in your room, bro. You wake up, you like, what the hell? What tapped my leg, bro? And you just look, and this just jump at you, bro.
Could to set things right. I'm about to sound a lot like Matt here, as we see in one of FNAF 2's Atari
Oh,
style
head
minigames,
Springtrap
the
and
puppet
Golden Freddy?
gives the
Nah,
souls of Afton's victims new life inside of the animatronic suits. So our buddies Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, yeah, they're haunted. Way haunted. But wait, that's only 4 animatronics. Didn't Purple Guy kill 5 kids during the missing children's incident? Well, this is where things get a little funky.
5.
Again, because now we're dealing with Golden Freddy's spirit. Or should I say, spirits. So remember the bite of 1983 where the crying child got chomped by the Golden Freddy animatronic? Well, his soul is now inside of the...
Hold on. That nigga cooked, bro. Look at him. Look at this nigga, bro.
Crying child
I'm
got
sorry, bro. It's
chomped
not
by
funny.
the
It's
Golden
not
Freddy
funny.
animatronic.
It's not funny.
Well, his soul is now inside of Golden Freddy, which, yeah,
Tough.
makes sense. But going
Tough.
back to that FNAF 2 minigame depicting the missing children's incident, in the very last split second, we see a 5th kid followed by a Golden Freddy jump scare. This is Cassidy, the 5th victim of the
Okay.
1985
That's a fire name,
missing
Cassidy.
children's
That
incident and the
should
second
roll off on the
spirit
tongue.
haunting the Golden Freddy
Perfect.
animatronic.
Cassidy.
And let me tell you, Cassidy is mad at William Afton. She is out for revenge.
Yes,
And keep
sir.
a pin in this. It's
Cassidy on that timing for real, bro. She spin the block. She trying. You feel me? Or
mad at William Afton. She is out for revenge. Keep a pin in this. It's important.
All this is to say that the FNAF 2 toy animatronics are now most likely haunted by the souls of Afton's most recent victims. You can tell because these guys start acting way more aggressive and confrontational towards adults. They're chill around kids, but if you're a grown-up, they'll start giving you the death glare. And they're not programmed to do that.
that makes sense. That makes sense. That they're cool because they're kids.
So I'm
All right, let me stop pausing.
haunted. They're looking for revenge against William Afton. But on the day of that last birthday party, they get a tad overexcited and attack the daytime security guard, giving them a nice hard chomp on the noggin and removing their entire frontal lobe in what became infamously known as the bite of 87.
Happy birthday, Tommy. Needless to say,
Bro, the
this
kid
makes
got
the
the
new and improved
bite of
Freddy
87, bro.
Fazbear's
Imagine
Pizza
being remembered as
closed
the
for
bite of
good.
87.
All right, so
Crazy.
let's tally things up. By 1987, Fazbear Entertainment has around a dozen dead kids to their name. That's almost one dead kid for every year they've existed. You really think by now they'd decide to call it a day, but no. These guys decided to give it one more go in 1993. They went back to that first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location, brought back the original crew, and relaunched the pizzeria feeling just so sure about it this time. But surprise, people kinda sorta associate the Fazbear name with dead kids now, so no one comes to this new restaurant and it eventually shuts down.
One rainy night, a while after the restaurant closes down and falls into disrepair, William Afton sneaks in and starts dismantling the animatronics one by one. Little does he know that those robots got ghosts in them. The souls of his victims are released and they chase Afton down. They corner him in the back room of the pizzeria and Afton starts
That's what
to
you
panic.
get.
But then,
look at him, just look at him.
Why he would do this, but he runs over to the spring body animatronic suit, the suit he's committed all these murders in, and hops inside. Not sure what that's gonna do against ghosts, but he seems to think it's a smart move. Remember though that these old spring-lock suits are super sensitive to moisture. That's what killed the crying child back in '83. And like I said, the pizzeria's been abandoned for a while now. It's pretty run down. And it's raining. So Afton piles into his murder suit, just kind of stands there for a few seconds, and chomp! Spring locks fail, blood goes everywhere, and William Afton, stuck inside the spring bonnie suit, falls to the ground and dies. Fazbear Entertainment attempts to save face from the now baker's dozen of dead people attached to its name by completely walling off the back room, leaving Afton's body inside and just
they left his body inside. I mean, that's what you get, bro.
Also in that game, if you get the good ending, you get to see the puppet bring cake to a table of children. 4 of them in FNAF masks, and one of them crying. The puppet gives the kid cake, they stop crying, they put on a Golden Freddy mask, and then they all disappear, leaving the masks behind. The puppet has set the
lore, bro.
souls
W lore.
free.
W lore. This is a W video, bro. Appreciate y'all. Afton cooked, bro. Deadass, bro. Cooked.
Now, you might have noticed that all this stuff we're talking about has next to nothing to do with what you actually do in these games. Sure, you see some of this stuff play out in mini-games, but those are side things that are often hidden. If you play these games casually, you may never see a good chunk of these plot-driven mini-games. So how does a purple dude killing kids lead to you, as the player, spending 5 nights at various robot-infested buildings, checking cameras, and avoiding
the
death
VR,
by robot
bro.
chicken? Well, that is where
Hell
William's
no.
older son, Michael Afton, comes back into the picture.
He not ready
While
for the
all
VS.
of
Hell,
that was going
yeah,
on,
bro. That already sounds insane. I don't think I'm ready for that, bro. How do y'all stomach this?
Now, Michael, now an adult, takes
Bro,
it upon
okay, this is the video, bro. This video funny as hell. He walks and like their faces like turn into like frowns and shit.
himself to try and make up for his dad's crimes. At first, he was just trying to find his sister, which is a little weird considering the
I bet I'll do a reaction
being
next
dead
video.
thing.
Next
But
video.
remember
next
the
video.
FNAF rule.
Next live
All
stream.
kids killed by Afton or his robots go on to possess an animatronic. And the soul of Michael's sister is now living in the very same animatronic that killed her, Circus Baby. And it seems like William Afton knows this because one day, William, the messed up individual he is, went to his son and was like, "Oh, your sister. Yeah, she's over there. Go check it out." So Michael takes a job at Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals, as we see in the game's sister location. In between avoiding death by face-splitting animatronic, Michael discovers the whole "my dad killed a bunch of kids and their souls are trapped inside these animatronic suits" thing, and decides he has to do something about it.
Unfortunately, while working the night shift at the storage facility, Michael gets himself scooped, meaning the dude gets his insides ripped out of him by a machine meant to remove animatronic endoskeletons. And then this giant robot named Ennard by a machine when Michael gets himself scooped, meaning the dude gets his insides
going out like
ripped
that.
out of
That's
him by a
insane,
machine meant to
bro.
remove animatronic endoskeletons. And then this giant robot named Ennard, created by all the Funtime animatronics literally stitching parts of themselves together, jumps inside of Mike to use his body as a host. So Michael is now dead. Kinda.
Bro,
he's like
what the hell
partially
is
dead.
wrong with
He
it?
just kind of moves on with his life for a while.
Bro, I'm about to sue Steam, bro.
Really stitching parts of themselves together.
Bro,
jumps
internal organs
inside
just
of Mike
snatched.
to use his body as a host.
Crazy.
So Michael is now dead. Kinda. He's like partially dead. He just kind of moves on with his life for a while. Robo bits jangling around inside his skin sack as his body slowly rots and turns purple. Oh, now he looks like
Bro, look at their faces, bro. First, they chilling. They're like, "Hey," and then
dead. He just kind of moves on with his life.
they're all happy. Look at their faces change. They like, "Yo, what's up with this nigga?"
Slowly rots and turns
This
purple.
nigga tweaking.
Oh, now he
Oh my god, that shit's hilarious, bro.
He looks like dear old
They
dad.
like,
Mike
what the
gets
fuck?
progressively worse until one day Ennard's just like, yeah, this place was cool at first, but kind of sucks
Look,
now.
bro,
And ejects
he
himself from Michael's
geeking, bro.
body.
Look at
Michael,
him.
This place was cool at first, but
Bruh,
kind of sucks
geeking.
now. And ejects himself from Michael's body. And Michael is pretty okay with it, actually. Yeah, somehow he is still alive. Not
Bro, they was just like, "Yo, you seeing this, bro?"
not much else to do.
Oh,
but,
bro, I'm crying,
you
bro.
know,
Literally,
keep
I'm
doing what he
crying.
was doing
I'm
before, I
crying.
guess.
Michael starts applying for gigs at all the various Fazbear locations that popped up over the years, with the goal of setting the souls inside the animatronics free. He lands nighttime security jobs at both the bigger 1987 pizzeria as well as the 1993 pizzeria, but is fired from both for tampering with the animatronics to, you know, save the souls of dead children, and for a general foul odor, because he is in fact a walking corpse. And all this comes to
That
a
nigga
head
stunk.
in FNAF 3 several years after the final closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
One of my
the whole
favorites,
Fazbear name
FNAF.
is destroyed, no doubt. But over the years, it became some kind of urban legend. So some random company decides to capitalize on this, creating a haunted house-style horror attraction called Fazbear Frights. The place is
For
all
sure.
decked out
Clipping
in Freddy
that. I'm
Fazbear
definitely clipping that.
memorabilia, spooky atmosphere, everything's pee-pee yellow. They went the whole 9 yards with this place, including
I bet.
finding a
Yes,
real
sir.
Fazbear
Yes, sir.
animatronic
FNAF 3,
salvaged
bro.
from the walled-off
Hold on.
Fazbear Frights. The place is all decked out in Freddy Fazbear memorabilia, spooky atmosphere, everything's pee-pee yellow. They went the whole 9 yards with this place, including finding a real Fazbear animatronic salvaged from the walled-off back room.
Yo, oh my, bro, what is wrong with my computer? Oh, what's Outlast Trials downloaded? That's why. I'm over here like, bro, what is going on? Hold up, I still hear something. Hold up, nah, it's gone. Bro, I need to get a new PC, bro. He said that shit scared me. He's like, yo, what the hell? Oh my god.
Of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Yeah, William Afton is back, baby! Undead, rotting, haunting his spring Bonnie suit, and stalking around Fazbear Frights as the monstrosity we all know as Springtrap. I guess living after death as a rotting purple corpse creature runs in the Afton family. But,
see, bro, I never knew these names, bro. I just was fucking with the game, bro.
If you have tried multiple
look at her feet.
only after a certain age. Sorry, kids.
So William Afton has been.
He said, "I thought an animatronic would see you."
This could be very bad. Luckily, Fazbear Frights
has
a nighttime security guard. That's right, very bad. Luckily, Fazbear Frights has a nighttime security guard. That's right, it's a family reunion. Father and son back together after all these years. Except now they're both technically dead, and the son sets the dad on fire. Yeah! At the end of FNAF 3, Fazbear Frights burns down with Springtrap still inside, which has to have been Michael trying to finally finish off his dad. But unfortunately for Mike, William Afton
always comes back.
He tried his best, but somehow,
I'm back.
Springtrap is still out there.
But then, totally out of left field, Henry Emily comes back with a plan. After doing literally nothing this entire time, Henry jumps back into the fray by starting his own pizzeria with Michael working as an employee. We see all this happen in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. But beyond all the arcade games and googly eyes, Henry's pizzeria is actually just a front to gather up the last few haunted animatronics and set their souls to rest. And weirdly enough, the animatronics have changed over the years. Circus Baby was apparently kicked out of the Ennard crew, now taking the form of Scrap Baby. What's left of Ennard has now taken the form of Molten Freddy. The puppet's still kicking around as this bear called Lefty. And of course, there's Springtrap. Not much different about it, it's just Springtrap. Once the gang's all together, they're all incinerated, including Michael, and we hear the voice of Henry saying his final goodbye to the lost souls, his daughter, and his old
literally.
But hey, would you look at that? William Afton is still alive! Okay.
Huh? He's still alive after that? Nah, bro, Scrap Baby really, dead ass, bro. How he alive, though? Bro, he got that dog in him.
Look at that.
Literally, bro. He always comes back.
Alive. Okay.
Bro.
How the heck does this dude keep cheating death?
Well, that's all thanks to Cassidy, the vengeful spirit haunting Golden Freddy alongside...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is a little creepy, bro. A little creepy. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
The crying child. She's been out for revenge ever since the 1985 missing children's incident. And when I
gotta look behind my monitor after that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you,
just killing him off isn't enough. And at this point, William Afton should be dead several times over. Dude got impaled from all angles and burned to death twice. So physically, he's not really that much of a threat anymore. But Cassidy keeps him alive to torture him.
All right, bro, chill with Cassidy, bro. Cassidy, stay over there.
Horror in his mind as we see in FNAF Custom Night. But that's just half the story, because now there's two William Aftons.
Oh my god. Okay, follow me on this. Many, many years after all the tragedies of the Fazbear franchise occur, Scott Cawthon, some random unnamed video game developer
who the hell
who's
that?
not Scott Cawthon, the real-world creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, started making a bunch of horror games based on the stories of the Fazbear tragedies. Yep, FNAF is officially going full meta on us now. Not Cawthon's games become really popular, and Fazbear Entertainment is getting pretty ticked at the bad name the games are giving their company. As if
he's the real creator of the games. Okay, for sure.
Giving themselves a bad name. So they decide to fight fire with fire, no pun intended, creating their own VR horror game as a way of poking fun at themselves, discrediting Not Cawthon, saving a bit of face, and cashing in on their own messed up past while they're at it. But as it turns out, while making the game, the dev team used a few pieces of code found on some old Fazbear Entertainment hard drives. And in that code, somehow, was a digital replication of William Afton's consciousness. Yeah, we're going there.
This code manifested itself in-game as Glitch Trap, a yellow bunny mascot with purple eyes.
What the hell, bro?
Over the course of the game, brainwashed multiple beta testers to become little William Aftons in training. All right, this is getting a little far-fetched, right? But it doesn't stop there. In the FNAF VR DLC, Curse of Dreadbear, we see this whole William AI Afton mind-melding thing really take shape with Vanny, a reluctant follower.
I
of
remember
William Afton.
seeing
We've not seen
this.
much of Vanny yet, but we know that she's someone who's played FNAF VR, was brainwashed by Afton, and is now working for him. Also,
This is where
she
the
wears
game
a creepy
went
bunny
downhill
mascot
for me,
costume just
for
like
sure.
Glitch Trap. And it's looking like Vanny is about to become a very important player in the FNAF story. Sometime in the near future, we're going to be getting ourselves the newest FNAF game, Security Breach.
Oh.
It's bigger, it's badder, it's constantly getting delayed. It's Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I actually think it looks really good. And if the trailers
I was
and
actually
teasers
fucking
are
with that.
anything to go
When
by,
I was watching
which
Corey
they
play that
should
shit,
be,
it was
in
fire,
this
it was
game,
fire,
you're
it was
being
fire.
hunted down by a killer bunny mascot with a woman's voice. That's Vanny. And until we see what all Security Breach brings to the table, that is where the story of Five Nights at Freddy's leaves off. I know it kind of feels like we just took a hard left turn right before the end there. All this talk of AI, brainwashing, and deadly VR games actually makes all the child murder and haunted animatronics actually look normal by comparison. But to me, this feels like we've reached the end of
when I
FNAF
saw
Season 1.
when I saw Corey play, it was fire. Even when I played it, but it just had certain things going that just wasn't it. Yeah, I probably won't play that. I probably won't play it.
And are entering FNAF Season 2.
At this point, FNAF is wrapping up the story.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I do wanna do streams, even though these games old as hell. I wanna play all of them, bro. I wanna play all of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't really get to like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I'm gonna play all of them, bro, for sure.
Coding and piecing together since 2014, and using it as a springboard to set up all the
And bro,
new
I'm telling you, bro, when it come to gaming, bro, I'm him, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I be locked in, bro. Watch those YouTube videos. I be scared. Don't get it twisted. I be, you know what I'm saying? Every time I jump scare, I be like, you know what I mean? But I be locked in though, bro.
insane stories that we'll be trying to piece together until 2028. The main FNAF story, the story of the haunted pizzerias, missing kids, purple
Who the hell is
people
Blue
in the
Martian?
Afton family.
Oh, they watch
is
it
largely
on
over.
a
couple
living
of
room
pieces
TV.
of it
Yes,
are
sir.
wrapping up in the books at this point, but really, it's just done. This is officially the start of not even a new chapter, but a new saga of FNAF stories, which gotta say, super exciting, because like back in 2014,
I'm not a poser no more, bro. What the hell did I do? I know the lore now. So anybody come up to me asking me for the lore, I'm like, hey, bro, stay away from William Afton. Hey, yo, bro, he's sliming niggas out. Kids. His own kids. Stay away from bro.
no one could have predicted that the creepy Chuck E. Cheese game would grow to become a massive multimedia franchise about a serial child murderer who can't die. So now that FNAF is
He said, I just feel like I passed over the FNAF Bible. Converted, bro. That ass.
Oh man, it could go anywhere, which means that I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in it. I am stuck in this franchise until the heat death of the universe. Wish me luck.
Well, Matt's gonna go and sulk in a corner for a little while, so let me just say thank you very much for watching this incredibly long video about the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Believe it or not, there are actually a ton more intricate details and mysteries that we couldn't even fit in this video. So
that was a great video. W video. All right, man. I got the FNAF lore. You know what I mean? I got the FNAF lore. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like I said, the VHS was far more scary. All right. We next live stream, we gonna do the VHS tapes. We gonna watch the VHS tapes.